Hi everyone, and welcome to another PDQ-PD. I'm John Sedgwick, and today I'm going to show you how to import questions from a Google form into a Google form. Now this is a feature that was just added recently, so you may or may not be familiar with it. Google Forms are great to use in and of themselves. You can create quizzes with them, you can create surveys, you can do all kinds of things with the Google Forms, and this ability to import questions just adds another level of functionality. You can see here I have a Google form that I am the owner of here on my screen, and when I want to import questions, I'm going to go over here to this right toolbar and scroll over this second icon, and you can see that it says import questions. Now in order to import questions, I have to import from a document of which I am an owner. I'm going to select one that I know I'm not the owner of just to show you what will happen. So I'm going to click on this one and click select, and there's going to be a real quick alert comes up that tells me I don't have the proper privileges. And you can see I don't have the sufficient editing permissions to bring in questions from that. So let me go over here again and select import questions. And this time I'm going to select one that I know I have the permissions to. And I can either click the select button or I can double click on the actual document. So when I double click on that actual document, you can see that a new pane opens here on the right, and it's telling me what form that I'm looking at to import questions. I can change the form by clicking here, and it takes me back to my drive where all of my forms are located. And then I have the option to select all of the questions, but in this case I don't want to select all the questions. I'm going to pick a couple. And as I click them, you can see that the numbers add up here at the bottom blue screen. And to import them, I simply click the blue button and the questions import at the top of my quiz. At this point, I can click and drag the locations to any point in the form that I want, and they become questions in my new form that came from an existing form. One great way to use this if you use forms in your class a lot is to design some question banks, and you can start typing in your questions either in a question bank form where you are housing all of your questions, or you can create a form for your question bank and import the questions from existing forms. Either way it works. And once you build it once, those questions will be there in your question bank form, and you can click and drag, import all the questions that you need. So that's how you import questions into a Google form from an existing Google form. Hope this is helpful to you, and as always, have a great day.